All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at our week 2 preview.
Yep.
So we're just going to go run down through all the matchups, kind of talk about what we like and what we don't like, and go from there. So Thursday night matchup, we've got, Washington and the Giants. Looks like at Washington.
Yep.
Division game.
Yep.
Going to be good.
Yep. Washington's 3.5-point favorite. Below over under of 41 points, though, and I understand why.
Yeah. No quarterbacks. So
yeah, we'll start with the Giants side.
Yeah.
The offensive line was a problem last week.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. Daniel Jones didn't help anything out, though. I mean, Sterling Shepard had a couple good plays. They could not establish the run at all. I'll give Saquon a break. He was getting swarmed pretty much as soon as he saw the ball. Their leading rusher was Daniel Jones by 1 yard. So it's rough. Yeah, like I said, Sterling Shepard had a big game. 9 targets, 7 receptions, 113 yards with a touchdown. But I want to talk about Kenny Golladay here.
Yeah, let's do.
If I remember, not promising, but if I remember, I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to show you every one of Kenny Galladay's targets, all 6 of them. No one had a tougher time catching his passes last week than Kenny Golladay. The 4 receptions he had were like he had to grab the ball from defenders' hands and literally take it away from him. Like, he is very good. He was getting open. Second half of the game last week, they started going to him a little bit more. It looked like Daniel Jones kind of finally realized, like, you're just going to have to throw him the ball. Kenny Golladay can make those plays.
Yep.
You're going to have to trust him. I'm still willing to play Kenny Golladay as a flex right now. Shepard, against this defense, I'm not buying into it. If Saquon gets back out there, you can play him as a flex. A flex.
He was a first-round running back?
Yeah, I didn't play him last week. I drafted him in the first round in the league. I did not play him last week because the reports were making me nervous.
Yeah.
You got to watch the camp reports, but 100% he's going to be limited again this week. Physically, it didn't really look like he was missing much. It's just that offensive line. Like,
yeah,
I think big plays are going to be really hard to come by in this offense.
Yeah, that's what makes me mostly nervous. And we said this all offseason too, is even when Kenny Golladay signed there, it's not that we don't think Kenny Golladay has the talent. It's just Daniel Jones in this offense. And this is make or break time.
He did get 1 end zone target in the game, but it was a couple feet above his head. He didn't have a chance to make the play.
Yeah, and Daniel Jones will sail a ball.
I will say, defense looks good, though. They have a good defense.
Yes.
They have a good defense.
Yes.
Daniel Jones has just got to tighten it up a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Washington side?
Yeah, Washington, man, it sucks. I really wish Fitzpatrick was still in here. Heineke did
what Heineke does.
Yeah, 15 pass attempts.
Yeah, runs a lot.
Yeah.
So, Gibson coming off
he had a very good game. He didn't get in the end zone, 20 carries, 90 yards. That's a good average. He saw 5 targets on the game, caught 3 of them for 18 yards. That is very good utilization for Antonio Gibson. I feel very good about Antonio Gibson, starting him as a high-end running back 2 this week against this team.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to be keyed in on by this Giants defense.
Yes. Terry,
yeah, you're again though. Flex play, man.
Yeah.
He's a flex play.
Like, I feel like everybody's dropping now because Tyler Heineke's in there.
And they don't have a lot of supporting cast right now. It's Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel's on the IR, so he's out at least 3 weeks.
Yep.
Damien Brown's a rookie. He only saw 4 targets in this game, but only caught 1 of them for -2 yards. Like, they're going to have some of these guys develop. So right now, the top 3 pass catchers are Terry McLaurin, their tight end, and Antonio Gibson. Surprisingly, J.D. McKissick not involved at all, which is kind of nice if you did buy into Antonio Gibson.
Right. Anything else you want to say?
I would take the under. The 41 points, I'll take the under.
You think it's going to... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah.
This could easily be a very defensive game, though.
Yeah.
So I get it. All right. Sunday matchups. First one on our list, we've got Cincinnati at Chicago.
Ooh, what's the over-under for this one?
You know what? I don't have the over-unders on this.
Jeez, dude, what are you doing?
ESPN, man.
Chicago, 3-point favorites, 45-point over-under. What do you think about that? It's in Chicago.
I feel like it's a little high.
I'll take the Bengals plus the 3 points.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out Chicago because let's start.
I figured it out. I have everything Chicago needs to do to make this team good.
Okay, well then you hold that point, and let me say this real quick then, because if you got it figured out, you can tell me I'm not seeing.
Okay, I got it figured out.
Because everybody's like really still upset that Justin Fields not starting in Chicago, but I'm taking the side of I don't feel like Andy Dalton looked that bad.
No, he didn't.
I think it was just overshadowed by how well the Rams played.
Oh, that Rams defense was everywhere.
Yes. I mean,
besides for a couple of Montgomery chunk plays, they ate everything.
Yes, everything was just getting swallowed up. It was little dunk passes here, little runs for Montgomery here, there, and things happened. But I don't think Andy Dalton really played that poorly. So when I'm looking at this matchup, like Chicago's defense is what I'm more worried about right now then, because the Rams tore them apart.
Yeah, but that is the Rams. So
I don't know. I kind of still think Chicago could take this game.
Okay. So yeah, we're on opposite sides here.
Yeah, so you tell me why I'm wrong. And then I'll just move on and not care.
First I'm going to explain how you fix the Chicago Bears.
Okay, go ahead. How do you fix them?
You fire Matt Nagy. Yes, you fire Matt Nagy. Like the start of this game was like frustrating to watch. Like what? Like stop running these reverses, these stupid trick plays.
Yes.
Please, just like I'm not saying those are bad plays. Just don't run them that often, that much. Like you're not fooling anyone. Honestly, just run a normal NFL offense.
Yeah,
please.
Just play football.
You have talent on the offense.
I was actually kind of mad that they kept having the Justin Fields stuff.
I think David Montgomery, that first play of the game, he burst that huge run.
Yeah.
It was one of the first plays of the game. He doesn't, they go away from him for a little bit. Like,
what did you feel about the Justin Fields stuff, though? Like the little set packages that they were bringing him in
I don't hate it. And honestly, like when the start of the game, just how like the Bears offense was getting consumed by that Rams game, I was like, you could put Justin Fields in now, have him like move the pocket around, use his mobility. Maybe that will help things out.
Yeah.
Or he's just going to get swallowed up too.
Yeah.
So I understand both sides. Like I could see people wanting to put him in, and I could see that being the right decision, or just keeping him on the bench more.
Yeah. My thing is like, I just don't want to see them come in and just say, here's the set packages we're going to do with him, and it's all going to be option type plays.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see that because I don't want to see a lot of him running, which he ran for a touchdown. It was actually really good, but I still want to see him pass. Like, I want to see him grow as a quarterback there.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to see a lot of these stupid option plays, which they ran a few of them with him.
So. Yep. So we'll just start with the Bears for this preview.
So 1, fire Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
2,
give David Montgomery the ball consistently more.
Yes.
He played well considering how well that defense was. He was able to find some holes. And that pass catcher only saw 1 target in this game.
Gotta stop that, man.
One target.
We gotta get him more catches.
Damian Williams had 5 targets.
Yeah.
It's on you, Matt Nagy.
Yeah.
For this game, though, I like Montgomery a lot. I think he's a high-end RB2 for this game. And I think this is going to be a big bounce-back game for Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I think Allen Robinson, with the targets that he was getting, he
had 11 targets.
He had some really solid. Yeah, but how many catches he had?
6 for 35 yards.
Yeah, I don't think they were. Yeah,
and as soon as he caught the ball, he was getting hit down to the field.
So I like Allen Robinson. I still think that Allen Robinson, even in this offense, if Andy Dalton plays the full year, which most people don't think is going to happen, if he does, I still think he'll be a top 10 or top 12.
He'll be that back end. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think he'll be in the top 12. Yeah. So, I'm not worried about Allen Robinson.
Yeah, you're not playing the Rams again, so you don't have to worry about him.
You play the Rams every week. That would be.
Oh, you play the Rams every week. You're
0-17.
So good. I do love how they're moving Jalen Ramsey around a lot now too.
Yeah,
he was everywhere on that.
I also like him in the 5, dude.
Yeah, I do too.
That looked good.
There's a lot of players this year where I'm just like taking double glances. I'm like, that's him. He changed his number.
Yeah,
he changed his number.
Let us know your guys' thoughts on this too, because I swear, you remember I text you, I go, where's Robert Woods?
I was like, he changed his number. He's number 2 now.
Yeah,
there's actually a lot of number 2 wide receivers.
Because I was like, oh, dude, Robert Woods just had a deep touch. Oh no, it's Van Jefferson.
Yep. Yep. So you're just starting David Montgomery and Allen Robinson. Cole Kmet, he saw 7 targets, caught 5 of them for 42 yards. not a horrible play. He looked fine in there. I'm glad Jimmy Graham's hopefully that thing's over with. And Darnell Mooney, he saw 7 targets, but again, like Allen Robinson, got swallowed up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Keep Darnell Mooney on your bench.
I was going to say, keep him on your bench, though, because I do like what I saw from Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Bengals.
Bengals side. I got a couple things to say. Shout out their defense. Defense played very well for most. They bottled Dalvin Cook up on the ground. Very well.
What did Dalvin Cook finish with again?
Rushing-wise?
Yeah, it was like under 30 yards, right?
No, it was more than that.
Are you sure?
He had 20 carries for 61 yards, but it's only a 3.1 average. He was able to salvage the game because he got in the end zone and got the receiving work, but the Bengals defense was surprisingly very well. The second thing I want to shout out is Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase looked good, man. He did. He looked good. He
didn't drop anything.
No, and he looked good. He was getting open downfield, a lot of big plays. He looked good.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Like,
he
him in preseason
he instantly
awful.
looked like the best receiver on that team.
Yeah. Yeah, and T. Higgins still had a decent game, too.
Higgins had a good game.
I really like how Joe Burrow has looked, especially in his first week back.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out the offensive line a little bit, too. Didn't get him hurt. So,
they definitely made an improvement because Mixon ate up. He was one of the best running backs last week.
The past week. Excited about that. And, I can't give Jamar Chase enough credit, man. That deep pass down the sideline for a touchdown looked really good. And I don't know what changed, but I'm really excited because this is the Jamar Chase we thought we were going to see all year so far anyway. But if you're going to do it when it counts.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing. Yeah. So
hopefully it sticks around. Burrow played good in this game. He was able to come back and secure them the win. But yeah, again, Mixon, this is why we were so high on Mixon. 29 rushing attempts in this game, 4 targets, caught all 4 of those. That's 33 touches on the game.
Yep.
For 150 yards and a touchdown. He's going to see this volume, and that was the thing. We knew we were going to see the volume. Hopefully this offense improves a little bit more. If they did, he was efficient in this game. Mixon could be a top 5 running back by the end of the season.
It all just comes down to if he stays healthy this year.
Yeah.
Compared to last year.
So, in this game, it is going to, the Bears defense, they got beat at times last week, but the Bengals are not the Rams.
Right.
So this is good. They still have good defense. The Rams did avoid Khalil Mack a lot in that game. They just did not go that way.
Dude, I'm not gonna. Let's be honest, dude. Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald really didn't. I don't know if any of them, either one, got a sack in that game.
Yeah. So Mixon RB1.
Yep.
This week, Jamar Chase. I'm willing to play him as a wide receiver 2 in this game. And Burrow, I don't think I'm willing.
Not yet.
Yeah, you probably have a better option, but if not, it's not going to be a terrible play. T. Higgins, though. T. Higgins is a tough one here.
I'd put him as a wide receiver 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
A wide receiver 2.
Or a flex.
Flex, I could live with. Wide receiver 2, no.
Okay. It's up to you.
He did he got 4 of his 5 targets for 58 yards. He just hit the end zone. He looked good on the field, but.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I don't know. I can't sit there and say that Jamar Chase is going to be the number 1 yet.
Oh, I think he's the best receiver on the team already.
Yeah. We shall see. Houston, Cleveland?
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's just going to kill this game.
Yeah. Shout out Houston, though, man.
Dude.
I thought they were going to have the worst offense in the league this year.
Yeah.
They put up points.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's defense isn't anything to brag about. But
Tyrod Taylor, man,
I do want to know what's up with giving Mark Ingram 27 rushing attempts.
Yeah, I screwed that up earlier.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I can't believe that either. I think when you told me that, I think it's just been stuck in my mind that doesn't make sense.
Oh, 26, my bad.
Doesn't matter. It's too much. Especially with Phillip Lindsay there, who did have a costly fumble in the game, but still, there was other plays. But the offense moved. Again, like you said, Jacksonville's not, their defense is nowhere near anything.
Yeah.
And when you have Trevor Lawrence, throwing 3 picks, you're going to have the ball a lot. So,
yeah.
But yeah, they look good. And dude, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really ashamed of it, but Brandon Cooks, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he has some deep throws and a couple of them hauled in with people around him.
Oh, Brandon Cooks played a great game. He had a couple great catches in this game. He looks great. He is a low-end wide receiver 2, high-end flex play going forward right now. You play him in this game, and that's it. Yeah. I'm not marking. He saw 26 carries for 85 yards. He got in the end zone. That is a 3.3 yards per average. Like Philip Lindsay, like they're going to use all three of them. David Johnson still saw work. David Johnson had a receiving touchdown in this game. The only player I'm playing is Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, so again, we're not massive tight end people here, but just keep this possible player on a radar if you need a tight end play. Pharaoh Brown.
Okay. Yeah, he had a couple good catches in this game.
Yeah, he's not quite there, but just keep him on the radar as like he's 6'6", he's a big dude, and they threw the ball to him. And he made some sick catches.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some Brevin Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think did he even hit the field? I didn't see him hit the field.
I don't remember it off the
and
top
it makes
of my
me
head.
nervous because
I mean, he's a rookie tight end.
Yeah, but I think so is Pharaoh Brown. This is technically his first starting gig. I call him a rookie. He's been in his fourth season, but this is his first time starting.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan didn't see a target or anything in the game. So.
Yeah, he's 3 on the depth chart right now, behind Jordan Akins.
That makes sense.
But anyways, I'm just saying it's someone to watch out for.
Yep. Brown side though, this is where it gets interesting. You start Baker because Baker, he looked good in this game for a while. He didn't throw a touchdown in this game. I think all 4 of their touchdowns came in the running game. But the Houston defense, like Jacksonville, didn't put up a ton of points, but they were able to get shredded at times with a rookie quarterback, Baker. They have the horses. It's going to be a very rush-heavy team, but do you have any interest in Baker?
I'm going to say no, and here's why.
Okay.
I think Baker can have a good game, football-wise, fantasy-wise. I think you're going to have a better option because I think they're going to score early, and they're going to score often early to where he's not going to need to throw that football.
Yeah.
In fact, I think this team's, again, most likely going to happen. We'll see. But I think they're going to come out and score so quick that I don't even think Nick Chubb's going to play the full game.
Probably not.
I think they're going to swing in Kareem Hunt more. And then I also think that they might even bring in, maybe their third string just because they're up by that much.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I mean, this could be and so that, and that's why I don't think Baker's going to, he would be playable.
Yeah. That makes sense.
He might not even play the fourth quarter.
Chubb, auto star, we already mentioned. He's the Caleb Monster guy of the week. I love that call.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt, you can play him as a flex play in this game. Jarvis Landry, though. How do you feel about Jarvis Landry? He played well in this game. He caught all 5 of his targets for 71 yards. I believe he also had a rushing touchdown in this game. Yeah, he did. He had a rushing touchdown. I think the biggest concern, though, is Odell back.
Yeah,
because Odell surprised me being inactive last week.
Surprised both of us. We were both very frustrated with that because all week they were saying that he was going to play, and then Sunday, it was like 2 hours before the game, it was like he's not playing. We're like, we can't drop anybody now, and he's in our lineup.
Yeah. So
that was very frustrating. So yeah, it just kind of all depends if Odell's going to be back.
I guess the real question is, okay, so if Odell's out there,
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't. If he's out there, would you play Odell? I would, because it's Odell.
Yeah.
But
it's all going to depend how you are, but he'd be a low in flex play.
Yeah.
And then Jarvis Landry, if Odell's out, I feel good about playing Landry as in the flex.
Yeah. If Odell's in, I'd play Odell over Landry.
Yep.
And if Odell's not there, I'd definitely play Landry.
Yeah. So. Also, shout out Schwartz, the rookie wide receiver this year.
Dude.
He made a bunch of big plays in this game.
That's the dude from Auburn, right?
I don't know where he's from.
Yeah,
actually.
he's from. I think he was
from
Auburn.
A late pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. All right. Rams at Indianapolis.
Yep.
Dude, we talked about it briefly earlier. I think LA is just going to.
Yeah, we'll make this one quick. Actually, do you have the over-under up? Because I think that's the only real.
No, dude, for some reason, ESPN doesn't have this.
I'm on ESPN and I see it. So.
How come you can see it and I can't?
I don't know. We'll figure that one out later when we're not recording.
You just want to start that over?
No. Rams are over 4-point favorites. They have 47.5 point over-under. I like both those. I think the Colts, honestly, the offense looked a little bit better than I thought it was good. I mean, Quentin Nelson and Wentz coming back off the injuries. I said we're going to start with the Rams, so yeah, we're starting with the Rams. You start Matthew Stafford, smash monster play.
Yep.
You start Darrell Henderson in this game. He did fine.
Yeah. Michelle did not take as many touches away as I thought he might.
No, he got 1 carry for 2 yards.
Congrats.
So,
yeah, that's it.
congrats.
Great. Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, smash play in this game. He played great last week. He really did. He was the best receiver on the team. Shout out Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like, as his real first shot to be a consistent wide receiver in this offense. He
looked good.
Only 3 targets, caught 2 of them, though, for 80 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown play was great.
Touchdown play was 80 yards. No, I'm joking.
It was 67.
It was pretty. It was up there, though.
Yeah. Tyler Higby looked good in this game, and Robert Woods, he didn't see a ton of utilization. Only 4 targets, 3 receptions for 27 yards, but he got in that end zone late in the game, toe tapping at the edge.
Beautiful catch, though.
It was. You start Cooper Kupp, you start Robert Woods, you start Tyler Higby.
Yep. Indianapolis?
Indy.
Jonathan Taylor, and that's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
sorry, JT.
Yeah, man, that sucks. You had it. You looked good for about those first 2 drives. Looks like you guys were gonna make a game of that with Seattle, and then that Tyler Lockett started going off. You ever heard of this guy named Tyler Lockett?
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah,
like really good. He outscored the Colts essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Just himself.
Yeah, Nyheim Hines really wasn't that involved coming off the actually, I take that back. He was. I forgot how many targets he saw. He saw 8 targets, but Jonathan Taylor saw 7. Jonathan Taylor was the leading receiver on the team too, by the way, if you didn't realize that. Yep. 6 catches for 60 yards. Jonathan Taylor is a back-end RB1 in this game. It's going to be tough sledding against that Rams defense. It's the only person you start. Wentz, honestly, he didn't look too bad. Like, they just got to develop the wide receivers. Pittman, just underutilized. Pascal was their best receiver in the game. So Paris Campbell had 1 good catch in the game. He only saw 3 targets. This team just has to develop together until you can start trusting them, besides Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, for sure. Buffalo, Miami, another division game.
Yeah, and I think Buffalo's going to come back with a vengeance this week.
They better, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I did not like watching that game last week.
Oh, no, it was awful. It was awful. Turnovers everywhere. Offensive lines were awful.
After how much we have hyped up Josh Allen in this offseason.
I mean, that was like his worst game in 2 years. So.
But it was so bad. I mean, so bad. So definitely Miami's defense isn't something to mess with too much. It is good, but I do think that Buffalo can come out swinging. Definitely playing Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs.
I'm willing to throw Singletary at that.
Okay.
I am. This is dependent on if Moss suits up and is healthy.
We still got to figure out why he didn't suit up. We're not going to know, but
if he is there, I would try really hard not to put Singletary in there. This game was just like, it was a mess. Like, he saw 11 carries for 72 yards. That he played very well in this game. Saw 5 targets. Like, again, if Moss is not out there, you start Singletary. If I had Singletary and Moss is active, I'm not playing Singletary.
Right.
You start Stephon Diggs. Cole Beasley had a very good game in this game. 13 targets, 8 receptions, 60 yards. You can always just kind of throw Cole Beasley out there if you need him. You can. It's going to be...
I just hate playing him, though.
Yeah,
I just hate it.
Yeah, it's going to be inconsistent. Emmanuel Sanders didn't do anything with his 8 targets, caught half of them for 52 yards. Gabriel Davis saw 5 targets, only caught 2 of them for 40 yards, but had that good touchdown play. It's just Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs that are locks in this offense, and if you need to, the Singletary, Cole Beasley.
Miami side's
interesting. One, I want to know, why didn't they give Gaskin the ball more last week?
They do this every freaking game, though. Like, he was so good.
He was clearly their best runner.
And all of a sudden, it's just like they get close to the goal line, they won't let him run.
He had 9 carries in this game for 49 yards.
Yeah.
He played very well. Malcolm Brown really kind of just became the 3rd down running back. In my opinion, he was there to pass block. Salvin Ahmed saw way too much work, to be honest, for me.
I don't understand why he's even in the game.
Yeah, Gaskin, he had the 5 targets. He had a fine game. He just didn't hit the end zone, so that one hurts. Tua, shaky. He was shaky. That's about best I can say. Yeah, you're starting Gaskin in this game as a low-end RB2 flex play, and I'm not touching a receiver.
Jalen Waddle had a decent game.
Yeah,
he had a decent game, but I'm very nervous about
Will Fuller will be back for this game.
Yeah, Will Fuller coming back and still going against Buffalo's defense, who has pretty good corners.
Yeah.
So
that was not Buffalo's problem last week. Defense played fine.
Yeah, defense played fine. Their offense.
Yeah, Waddle, he caught 4 of his 6 targets for 61 yards and a touchdown. He had some good plays in there. He also had a bad drop in that game, I remember.
He did have a bad drop.
Parker outproduced him yardage-wise. He just didn't hit the end zone. He saw more targets in him. I'm trying to hold off playing him until at least we see Will Fuller in there. And Gesicki saw 2 targets in this game, no receptions.
I have no clue. Both of them were just terrible passes, so just couldn't connect.
Yeah, it's Gaskin for me.
Yep. All right. This is going to be interesting too, though. New England versus New York Jets.
Yeah. 5.5-point favorites, New England.
I just think it's going to be the battle, the battle of the rookie quarterbacks here. So I think it's going to be fun. But
which I honestly, in my opinion, I think Zach Wilson played the best of any rookie quarterback last week.
Yes. So I said this to a couple people already. Even though they lost, he definitely looked to be the more efficient
person.
There
were definitely times where he had no time in the pocket and was getting harassed, but he made
Mekhi Becton's now out, I think, for the season with an Achilles injury or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. I know he's out. I know he's out, but I forgot what he was out for. But he's out, and that offensive line already wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Even with him in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the thing is he can move. And so I think this is going to be a really interesting game.
Yeah, you're not starting Zach Wilson.
Nope.
No, you do not do that. No. And you do not start a New York Jets running back.
We were pretty high on Michael Carter. And
but this is how we thought. At least this is how I thought it was going to play out. If he's going to have to win the job. He's going to have to clearly win the job. He didn't do anything to show that. Last week, he saw 4 carries for 6 yards. Ty Johnson was their best running back. He had 4 carries for 15 yards. They didn't run the ball a whole lot in this game. Corey Davis, though, shout out Corey Davis, man. He looked
preaching it,
good.
Dude.
He looked good.
Everybody's been making fun of me. It's only been 1 week, though. But yeah, he looked really good.
No, but he just looks good on the field, man. He was making plays after the catch. He was getting wide open out there. Wilson, that seems like a good connection.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked because Corey Davis has kind of not really been much of anything in Tennessee, and then all of a sudden
he was very good.
No, but what I mean, for
when
what he was coming out
of, oh yeah, no,
when he was coming out of the draft,
overall draft pick.
He was supposed to be it, and he's just never been to that level.
Yep.
But this is a different kind of game that he's playing now, and I really like the connection because I think if you watch it, every time Wilson has to run out of the pocket, Davis is always moving still. There's none of that which
he probably picked up a lot from with Tannehill and the Titans offense. So it's just always running bootlegs, quarterback on the move, rolling out. So he has experience with that before Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Corey Davis, I'm playing him as a wide receiver too this week. Feeling good about it, even against the Patriots defense.
Yeah, I really like Corey Davis. I'm so excited. I hope he has a good season because I've been talking him up all offseason.
Yep. Patriots, though, Mac Jones looks shaky at times, for sure. I want to talk about Damien Harris because I think Damien Harris played very well in this game. He played very well in this game, but now there are some reports you were bringing up to me. I did not see them. You saw them.
Yep.
About that fumble.
Yep.
That apparently he's going to see a lesser workload.
Yeah, which is so stupid. But it's Bill Belichick, and he hates fumbles.
So he saw 23 carries in the game last week. The other 4 people who had carries in that game combined for 7 carries between 4 people. He's clearly, without a doubt, he's a very good running back just in general in the NFL.
Yes.
And on the Patriots team, head and shoulders above anyone else.
100%.
He's going to see. I'm not scared. I'm playing Damien Harris as an RB2.
I love Damien Harris. He just never gets any love.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's even on his own team.
Even saw 3 targets, dude.
Yeah.
He saw 3 targets.
Yes.
That's
which is
nothing.
a step up from last year.
Oh, yeah. That is a big step up from last year.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
The thing that, to me, is he needs to get in the end zone.
Well, yeah.
This poor dude, I don't know how many times last year, he had a game where it was like 15 rushes
But
for
then you had
110
Cam
yards.
Newton
And then Cam
on the
Newton
goal
runs
line.
in for 2
You don't-
touchdowns.
Yeah, you don't have Cam Newton now. So
But still, he didn't get in the end zone this week. So I just want to see the dude get in the end zone.
he was close.
He was, but
He
he
was
got called
close.
back or whatever.
Receiver-wise, though, for the Patriots, though, Nelson Aguilar showed up.
Yeah.
7 targets, 5 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown. Jacoby Myers out-targeted him. He didn't have as many big plays, and he didn't get in the end zone. Who are you picking between those two to play in this game? Because I think there's a shot one of them has a good game.
I'm
Aguilar
always
seemed to be the guy when Mac Jones ended going through his progressions or was running around in the pocket, was able to find Aguilar open as a security blanket. I kind of like Aguilar right now.
That's fine. I disagree with you. I'm always going to go with the guy that's seeing the more targets.
It's all 2 more targets.
It just doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I just think I'm always going to take my shot with the guy that sees more targets. So I'm going to take my shot with Jacoby Myers this week being he'll be the better one.
Okay. Tight ends. You said you like Jonnu in this game.
I do like Jonnu in this game.
He did see 5 targets, caught all of them for 42 yards.
I like how they're utilizing him, though.
Jay had a rushing attempt in this game.
I just like how they've been utilizing him. They're not utilizing him as a tight end. They're really not. Like, if you go back and watch game film, he was actually out wide, and then sometimes he'll come in and creep and play more slot. And they were doing some running plays with him on like a reverse, and I think he even had like a shovel pass or something. I like how they're utilizing him, and it's because Tennessee didn't utilize him this way. It's very different.
But they had a lot more talent on the team.
Yeah, but it's still very different. So I really think that he could have a pretty big game this week.
Okay. Yeah, we can move on.
All right, San Francisco, Philly.
Yeah, this one
It's actually going to be a very good game in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm surprised San Francisco's only 3.5-point favorites.
I think because Philly played pretty well last week.
They did.
Offensively.
Yeah, they did. Still, I was expecting a little bit 49ers to be a little bit bigger favorites.
Yeah. It's going to be a test because San Francisco's got a pretty good defense.
Yeah, we'll start with the Philly side. How about that?
Yeah.
Hurts. He
Sure.
played. Yeah, he played good. I wouldn't say he played great. He played good. He came down with 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He looked good, was running the ball, 7 carries for 62 yards. You play Hurts.
Yes.
You drafted Hurts. You're playing him. He hasn't disappointed you yet. Miles Sanders, he played good in this game, 4.9 yards per carry on 15 carries, 74 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, though, also saw 9 carries in this game. It's going to be a split backfield. Kenneth Gainwell's got the rushing touchdown in this game between the two. They both saw receiving work. Miles Sanders saw a little bit more with 5 targets. Kenneth Gainwell saw 3. So
I think Philly likes
Sanders
Kenny.
But yes, they like Kenny.
Yep.
Kenny's going to be out there.
Yep.
Shout out Devonta Smith.
Yeah, boy.
First catch in the NFL. Great touchdown catch. He looked good in this game. Second rookie wide receiver that looked very good in week 1. Caught 6 of his 8 targets for 71 yards and a touchdown. And Jalen Reagor had the best game of his career so far. Caught all 6 of his passes for 49 yards and a touchdown, which doesn't sound like a lot.
No, but for him, that's big.
And he looked good on the field.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And Dallas Goedert looked good. He only caught 4 of his 5 targets for 42 yards, but caught the touchdown and made some good catches.
Well, I think when you look at Jalen Reagor too, now that you have Devonta Smith on this team, you kind of have, your number one, your prototypical number one in Devonta Smith, and then Jalen Reagor can just be him.
Yeah.
Like he was having to be a number one when he's not a number one.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why he was drafted in the first round, in my opinion, as a number one kind of guy, but I do think he has talent, and I think he's going to have a better season this year. But I was really excited to see Devonta Smith have the kind of game he was, and I think I'm playing him.
Yeah, I'm
playing him this week.
I'm playing Hurts. I'm playing Devonta Smith as a flex play wide receiver. I'm playing Dallas Goedert as a tight end if I have him. I think that's a good play this week, like we already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing Miles Sanders as a low-end RB2 in this game.
Sounds great. San Fran side?
Yeah, this one gets iffy. What's going on with Brandon Ayuk?
Don't know.
You have the Trey Sermon healthy scratch. Brandon Ayuk might as well have been a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
He played, guys.
And
he was out. He was technically out there.
Yeah, it came out, what was it? I think it was after the game.
Yeah.
That he's still figuring out how to be a pro. And read into that.
The head coach.
Yeah, this was from Kyle Shanahan. So read into that what you will. But it sounds like he did something stupid.
Yeah. believe it was more like along the lines of the other receivers were just doing their jobs better.
Whatever. But like, I don't know what happened, but it's kind of annoying because he was, he's a breakout character or a breakout player for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, but Debo, on the other hand, took it full advantage, had a monster game.
Who called? Who? I wonder. Yeah, I think we called that one.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
What?
I didn't see 189 yards, but
yeah, we didn't call that, but yeah, no, he had a huge game, and another guy I'm playing this week.
Oh yeah, you're definitely playing Deebo Samuel as a wide receiver 2 in this game. George Kittle, you're just
always playing George Kittle.
Really didn't need him. He caught 4 of his 5 targets for 78 yards. That's a fine game for a tight end.
Yep,
it's not a normal Kittle game, but that's perfectly fine. Running back wise, though,
that's where I'm at, man.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what to do here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I would almost say like play Elijah Mitchell.
If you need a spot, yeah, like with some of these running back injuries, like I would pick Elijah Mitchell up 100%. If you haven't already, I mean, you're probably listening to this or watching this past your waiver wire period. But if you picked him up, you need to. I mean, 100%. Feel free to throw him out there. If Trey Sermon's healthy, I'm not playing Trey Sermon.
Right.
That just more muddles how confident you feel in Elijah Mitchell.
Right. Yeah, because we still don't know why he didn't play. So I don't know if he's not playing again this week, then I'm really on Elijah Mitchell train.
Oh yeah.
So Raiders, Pittsburgh.
Yep.
I guess I should say Raiders, Steelers. But let's go with the Raiders. What do you think?
Well, we're in the middle of their game right now.
It's 14-10. Just in case.
Nothing's impressing me. So I think Jacobs, like always, is just going to be a volume play. Mm-hmm. He'll get the red zone work. He's already scored in this game so far.
Mm-hmm.
Waller's an auto start. Besides that, I'm not touching anyone else. Raiders aren't looking good right now. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's beginning of the third.
Yeah. Definitely disappointing. There's some guys I like on the team. It's just not happening yet for them. So
not yet.
Let's go to Pittsburgh side.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Big Ben is done. Like, he is so done, man. He just.
Did you see some of those passes?
I saw
how did the ball get there?
Pass, dude. I saw every pass. Well, it looks like his arm's falling off.
You thought so too?
It looks like his arm is falling off his body every time he throws the ball.
He's pushing it. Yeah. Like he's trying to push the ball downfield.
He looks like
awful.
He looks like he needs a walker when he leaves the field, man. He
needs to stop eating
old.
Burger King.
Well, I think it's the age.
Yeah, he's 39, right? He ain't Tom Brady.
No.
He's not doing that TB12 diet.
Yeah. And this offensive line was
atrocious,
awful to watch.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Najee Harris. I thought you were going to have a pretty good game last week. I think we put you in one of the good matchups.
We thought wrong.
Yeah, we did.
It does happen, guys.
Yeah, 16 carries for 45 yards for a 2.8 yards per carry.
Yeah.
He did see 3 targets. He caught one of those for 4 yards.
He had a bad drop.
Things will 100% get better for Najee Harris. I'm playing Najee Harris as a high-end RB2. Raiders don't scare me at all. Receiver-wise, though, it's Deontay.
That's it.
He only caught half of his targets, 5 for 36, but he got the touchdown. Mm-hmm. He's still Ben's favorite. Juju had a couple big plays in this game. He saw 8 targets. Claypool saw 5 targets, caught 3 of them for 45 yards. Claypool also had a rushing attempt. I'm playing Deontay confidently as a low-end wide receiver 2 in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Either the other 2 interest you as a flex play?
If I'm taking one, I'd do Juju for right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think Claypool has the higher upside.
Yeah, I would just because if I'm picking between the 2, I'm going to go Claypool.
It just all depends. Like if you need points and you need guaranteed points, I think Juju's going to be there. But if you need,
in half-point leagues, he would have given you 7 points last week.
Never mind.
So
I don't know. I just feel like it's always hit and miss between those 2.
Oh yeah,
Deontay's just the only guy I like.
That's why I'm asked. Yeah,
yeah. I have Deontay. Luckily,
yeah,
or unluckily because I didn't play him this past week. But whatever.
It wasn't like a great game by any means.
Better than Mike Evans.
Yeah, we'll talk about him later.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nah.
Saints, Panthers.
This one will be interesting.
Will it?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's going to be really interesting. Let's start with Carolina because I think it'll be faster. Obviously, you're playing McCaffrey, but I'm very interested to see how Christian McCaffrey plays against this defense. Because, like, the Saints defense, dude, they look really good last week.
He'll be 100% fine.
You think he'll still put up 27 points? Or
He'll
whatever?
He'll hit
25?
He'll hit 20 at least.
He does just find a way, doesn't he?
Because have you seen him play football before?
Yeah, I have. It's all the targets.
Yeah, he saw 9. Caught all 9 of those for 89 yards last week. Then he added 98 more yards on the ground.
It's so stupid.
Didn't get in the end zone.
I know. And I think he had like 20. I think he had like 25 or 26 points.
Yeah, I believe he was still the best running back on the week.
And he didn't even score a touchdown. It's ridiculous.
Hope you had the number 1 pick in your draft.
Yeah. God, I hate him.
Darnold did not look great, in my opinion.
No, but he looks better when you have Christian McCaffrey on your team.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, you're starting Christian McCaffrey, and you're throwing both of these receivers out there, DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. DJ Moore, he saw 8 targets, 1 behind Christian McCaffrey. He caught 6 of those for 80 yards. He did have some.
He had a pretty bad drop in that game too. Yeah,
which is fine though. I do love the 8 targets though.
Yeah,
DJ Moore can eat on 8 targets. Robbie Anderson, he only saw the 3 targets, but he caught the 1 target for 57 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was just a low scoring game. Everything was working on the ground for Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey was eating. I think this is going to be a little bit more contested of a game. I'm still willing to throw Robbie out there as a low-end flex play. DJ Moore is a low-end wide receiver too.
For sure. All right, Saints.
Shout out Jameis Winston.
I'm so happy about this.
Gosh. He did he played good. It wasn't great or anything.
I know.
I love that stat line, man. No interceptions.
148 yards.
Like 5 touch. Oh, yeah, but he threw for like 425. Like usually when Jameis Winston throws 5 touchdowns, no.
Yeah. No, I get it. Usually when Jameis throws 5 touchdowns, he'll follow it up with a 5 interception game.
Yeah, there's like 3 picks in there. But he looked like he wasn't taking a lot of those like crazy chances. Like he looks like he's developed a little bit. I mean, it's been 1 week in this offense, and the offense has no talent whatsoever to speak of.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad. Marquez Callaway, only 2 targets, caught 1 for 14 yards. Expecting a little bit more out of that. But really, besides Adam Trautman, he saw the most targets on this team last week was 6. He only caught 3 of them for 18 yards. But besides Deontay Harris's big play for the touchdown, that's right around the leaders for this team. So that's why I feel confident in rolling Adam Trautman out there if you are streaming for a tight end and need someone to play. Not starting any of the receivers. Alvin Kamara is very good.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah.
Yep. The other thing that I just wanted to briefly mention, Taysom Hill still got some touches in this game.
Yeah, he threw 1 pass.
It kind of bugged me.
And
but it was on the goal line, so.
Yeah, he had 2 carries, 2 for 1 yard.
Yep. Well, it's because he got pushed back.
I think he made the right decision, Sean Payton, and I respect.
Respect. All right. Denver, Jacksonville. That should be fairly quickly.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be that quick.
Okay, well, I'll make it quick. Jacksonville, I'm looking at DJ Chark.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Upside.
Yeah,
he's big playability.
He saw 12 targets in this.
I mean,
DJ Chark, he has seen so many targets in his career, and he has caught so little of them. Whether it's between just terrible quarterback play or terrible drops, like he had one real bad drop in that past game,
really bad,
very
drop.
early in the game.
On a slant.
Honestly, kind of respect them still just going to him after that because that one was a 3rd and 5, and he dropped that.
Yep,
that would have been an easy first down. I feel good about Marvin Jones though. Marvin Jones seems like the security blanket for Trevor Lawrence. But honestly, I mean, he threw the ball 51 times in this game. He threw the ball a lot. Chark had 12 targets. Marvin Jones had 9 targets. Laviska Shenault had 9 targets. All of them did fine. Marvin Jones hit the end zone, caught 5 of his 9 targets for 77 yards. He's the guy I feel the most confident in. So I would play.
I was going to play both, so I don't really care.
Okay.
I wasn't going to play Shenault. That was it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, I get
I'm
nervous
scared
now.
of Chark. If he keeps, he's got to catch more of those targets, man.
Got to get better passes to
He
him.
can't catch 25% of your targets.
I agree. Let's just see what happens next week.
Exactly. But Marvin Jones is a high-end flex play for me.
I need to know what you think about James Robinson, though.
That I'm not playing any running back. That I don't know what happened. James Robinson did not look the same as last year.
He looked terrible.
He got out carried by Carlos Hyde 9-5. Carlos Hyde. I mean, his average was his 5 rushing attempts went for 25 yards, but it just didn't.
It didn't look that efficient, actually, though.
It didn't. And in the passing game, he saw 6 targets, only caught 3 of them for 29 yards. Hyde also saw some passing work. I think they're gonna eat each other's points.
And it makes me nervous, too, because I think that they're going to be behind a lot, which means they're not going to be running the ball as much.
It makes me really sad that Travis Etienne got hurt. Makes me really sad.
Yeah, he actually cried about it.
So. I did. I could probably start crying right now, too.
It's fine, man. You do you.
Lawrence, he made some really good throws in this game, but those 3 interceptions were really bad.
Yeah, one of them.
He looked like a rookie when he threw those interceptions, but when he threw some of those other passes, they were on a dime.
Yeah.
They were lasers, but
they were also on a dime to the wrong team.
Yeah.
Continue.
Not playing Lawrence. I'm really just playing Marvin Jones, and Caleb says it's okay to play DJ Chark.
Yep.
So if that goes bad, that one's not on me.
I'll take that one. Okay. Denver side.
Denver. Again, I'm really sad Jerry Jeudy is not healthy right now. He looked really good in that game,
He
man.
did. He did.
He was the number one. But we have to talk about someone.
Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, man.
Ouch.
I am real concerned right now.
Yeah.
I don't believe he saw his first target till like a minute left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And he only saw 3.
I actually did not watch the Denver game. I have to be honest.
It was honestly not bad.
So I do know that
Teddy made some plays. Melvin Gordon, besides his one big run, I thought Javonte Williams did look a little bit better than him. He had more rushing attempts than him.
Okay.
But
that's good to know.
It was really just that 70-yard touchdown run that Melvin Gordon went untouched on, by the way. So
there you go. Yeah, that'll do it. I do know we got to talk Timmy Patrick. Timmy little boy.
He was the second best receiver on this team. He was targeted 4 times, caught all 4 of those for 39 yards and a touchdown.
He was kind of that guy last year too, though.
Yeah, but Sutton has to still be dealing with that injury, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, he was a non-factor in this game. He got 1 of his 3 targets for 14 yards, and that came after Jeudy got hurt, I believe. Like, Jeudy was the guy in this game. Noah Fant saw 8 targets, caught 6 of them for 62 yards. I'm willing to throw Noah Fant out here. You playing either of the running backs?
Not
Melvin
until
Gordon
one,
hit that big play for the touchdown, but
yeah, not until
if
one
he
takes
doesn't have
over.
that play, like,
yeah,
it would have been bad.
Yeah, not until one of them takes over.
If I have one, I'd prefer to have Williams.
Yeah, I would say
still right now,
yeah.
But yeah, and I'm willing to play Noah Fant. I'm not touching Cortland Sutton. I'm not playing Cortland Sutton right now.
Yeah, that's
And
sad,
then
man.
Tim
I like
Patrick.
Cortland Sutton.
I do too. Like, we took him in our
We
Fantasy
did.
Monsters League, and
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm trying not to play
in
him
our
this week.
listeners league. All right. Anything else?
For Denver. No,
Okay. Minnesota, Arizona.
this one should be good.
For
Minnesota,
Arizona.
I swear. Stop holding.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You have complained about that all day.
You can talk about it for a sec. I want to
Yeah.
find out exactly how many penalty yards they gave up, and there were a handful that were declined.
Right. So I'm going to talk about the Arizona side for right now while you're doing that, because you can just chew out Minnesota then. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Arizona, Kyler Murray definitely playing in this game. Minnesota's defense, to me, it's still not there. It's not like a typical Minnesota defense. So I'm definitely playing Kyler Murray, definitely playing DeAndre Hopkins. What do you think past that? You on board with Chase Edmonds?
Yeah, Chase Edmonds 100% is the running back there over James Conner. He looked better. He got more work. I like Conner there. Shout out Christian Kirk. He is the second best receiver on the Arizona Cardinals. That's still confirmed.
Yep.
AJ Green saw like 1 end zone target didn't have a chance on it. Rondale Moore got a little bit of work in there.
Just not a fan of Rondale.
But for my money, best throw and catch last week was Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, I'll put that one in here. Yeah. So, yeah, you're Kyler Murray. 100% lock. DeAndre Hopkins, 100% lock.
Yep.
Chase Edmonds, I'll play him as a low-end RB2
in
this game. And then Kirk, you got to wait more. Because we've seen this before. I believe he caught all 5 targets. He caught all 5 of them for 2 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns was a great catch. He just was looking behind him, just kind of there over the shoulder. It was a good catch. But
okay.
Let's go to Vikings.
Minnesota.
I have the numbers.
Let's do it. Here we go.
I don't know how many penalties were declined, so these wouldn't be there, but I believe I recall at least 4, probably 5. They had 12 penalties for 116 yards. And, yeah, there could have been a lot more there. It was nonstop. It was disgusting. Minnesota, if you do it again, I'm going to write a letter.
Okay. Letters do so much work nowadays.
Yeah. They ran into a good defensive line last week. Dalvin Cook, like we brought up earlier, was boxed up.
Just non-relevant.
Yeah. Adam Thielen was able to get
2 TDs.
Yeah, he was able to get 2 touchdowns in this game. The game kind of started off though where Justin Jefferson he only saw one less target than Adam Thielen. Defense did key in on Justin Jefferson more early in the game. He was getting targeted more. I believe Justin Jefferson also was this close to having a touchdown in this game. Thielen, he came down with the 2 touchdowns. Had a little bit softer coverage, caught all but one of his 10 targets for 92 yards. You're playing both of them. I think Justin Jefferson will have a much better week this week. Dalvin Cook, you start. Cousins, you can play as a. Honestly, no, I'm not. I'm scared of Chandler Jones, man.
Yeah.
He's going to haunt my nightmares.
Yeah.
That was a very impressive game. I'm not playing Kirk Cousins. I take it back.
Sounds good. Atlanta, Tampa? Everybody on Tampa should be played.
Yeah.
Not playing anybody on Atlanta. Done.
I'm playing Calvin Ridley. You play Calvin Ridley.
At your own peril.
You play Kyle Pitts if you have him. He'll be like a mid tight end 1. I think Calvin Ridley can have a bounce back game in this one.
Dude, Tampa's defense, though, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dallas ended up tearing them apart, but Dallas's offense is way better.
There's a couple weird things I have to talk out with the Atlanta front office. One is, one's just Cordell Patterson's your best running back. He is. He's your best running back. 2,
which is not a good thing, by the way, guys.
Why aren't you throwing the ball to Russell Gage more? He saw 2 targets, didn't catch any. What are you doing?
Well, one wasn't even a great, because he had to dive halfway out of bounds.
Yeah, he only got 1 foot in bounds.
Yeah, so I'm I don't even know if I blame him or, Matt Ryan for that, but it gave him a chance, I guess. But yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I did not fully watch the whole entire Atlanta game.
The first half of that game against the Eagles, they only put up 6 points. They didn't score again for the rest of the game. But they looked about how I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, though, they just fell apart. It was disgusting.
It was like the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Wow.
That's right.
Stakes a little less high, but Atlanta's problem's more than just losing Julio. That's that was, if Julio was there, it wouldn't have changed anything, in my opinion, really. There's other things going on here. That offensive line was horrible. The defense is still horrible. And I don't want to hear it from any Atlanta Falcon fans.
Yeah, sorry, guys. We're going to continue to say it until you guys do something about it. But, there's just nothing happening right now. And we'll see what it looks like the rest of the season. But I think Tampa's just going to shred this game.
Yeah, Brady, great play this week. I'm not touching Tampa Bay running back.
Nope.
In this game. They averaged out to about the same, yes, but it was not pretty. Receiver-wise, you can play Godwin, you can play Brown, you can play Mike Evans, but this is the game you're going to play every week. Last week, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin both had great games. Mike Evans, he saw 6 targets, only caught half of them for 24 yards. I think it's going to be rare when all three of them have good games.
Yep.
But I think pretty much every week, two of them out of the three are going to have a good
to
game.
To me, I think Chris Godwin's going to be the consistent one each week.
Godwin was 14 targets in this game, caught 9 of them for 105 yards and a touchdown. He looks very good.
He's locked into that number one.
Yep.
I think you're always going to be flipping between, is it going to be Mike Evans this week or Antonio Brown this week?
Yep.
And then that's going to be where you're getting, which is frustrating because the draft capital that you probably did in your draft is like here.
Well, that's why we said, and like Antonio Brown he was a good value this year.
He's a very good value this year. Got anything else?
Gronk, you can throw him out there. Caught all 8 of his targets in this game for 9 yards, 2 touchdowns. He still looks really good. So you can play Gronk.
All right, Dallas Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be a fun game.
Yeah, I do too. I think this will be a fun game. Let's see. Check the over-under. Ooh. Chargers, 3-point favorites at home against the Cowboys. 55-point over-under, though. I believe that is the highest. Oh, no. We'll talk about one that's just a touch higher. But, yep. Second highest point over-under on the week.
Who you want to start with?
The Cowboys. I'm debating if I would take the over or the under on 55 points.
Oh. I might take the over.
I think I want to go under.
You think?
I don't know why. I want to go under.
I
think Cowboys win this game.
Well, I think they do too, but I still think it's going to be high scoring.
Yeah, but you could have a pretty high scoring game without scoring 55 points.
Okay, whatever.
Cowboys. Dak. He's healthy.
He's good.
He looks good. Yeah, you play Dak in this game, 100%. Yes. Zeke, though. What are we doing with Zeke?
Well, you drafted him first round, so you got to play him, but
he's a mid RB2 this week. And
I
hope
like
they kind of get a lead to give him the ball a little bit more. He did see 2 targets in this game, so caught both those for 6 yards. Yeah, he had a combined 39 yards on the game between 13 touches.
Yeah, it's just not good efficiency.
No. Yeah.
But they had to keep coming. They had to keep throwing the ball, so we'll see this week. But
it was a pretty close game. Especially the second half, it was a close game.
Right.
I mean, they did take the lead back at a certain point in this game.
Definitely playing Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper lit it up, man.
And then I'm also gonna play CeeDee Lamb with Michael Gallup out.
Yeah, I feel much better without Gallup there because Gallup saw 7 targets in this game before he left. CeeDee Lamb, though, he did look very good in this game. 15 targets, caught 7 of those for 104 yards and a touchdown. You're rocking both of them. Amari Cooper would be a low-end wide receiver 1 for me. CeeDee Lamb, a high-end wide receiver 2 this week. Tight ends, they're devouring themselves. You don't touch them.
Right.
It's Dak and the top 2 wide receivers I feel very good about, and you just have to start Zeke. You do. You just have to play him.
Yep.
I wouldn't feel good about it, but hopefully he gets, he's always going to get the goal line work. They're going to score a lot, so he's going to have chances to get in the end zone.
Correct. All right, let's go Chargers.
Georges.
I will say, going from running back to running back, I like Austin Eckler.
Yeah. I like him more than Zeke. Shout out Larry Roundtree, though. He did have one good run in this game. He seems like the backup running back in this.
Little Mizzou boy.
Yeah. I love his name's Roundtree, too, though.
Okay. Well, isn't it like Roundtree the third or something, though?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Larry Roundtree the third.
There's 3 other ones.
Great name.
Yeah.
You're not playing him, though. Even though it is a great name, you do not want to play Larry Roundtree this week.
That's true.
Austin Eckler, not efficient on the ground, but getting the work.
Getting the
passing work, too. So, yeah, you keep playing him. Actually, did he not?
What?
He didn't see a target last week. Huh. That's strange.
That's strange because he always gets passing work.
Okay, so yeah, Keenan Allen, he was my monster play this week. I think he's going to have a very good game. Had 13 targets last week, caught 9 of them for 100 yards. Didn't get in the end zone. Mike Williams was very close to him, though. Mike Williams looked good in this game. Saw 1 less target, caught 1 less pass, a little bit less yardage, but got in the end zone. You're playing Herbert in this game. I feel very good about Herbert. Keenan Allen is a low-end wide receiver 1 for me this week. Mike Williams is a low-end mid wide receiver 2 for me this week. I do think this will be high scoring.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Tennessee, Seattle. Hopefully a bounce
Seattle.
back.
I think this is going to
game.
be a very good game.
Yeah.
I do. Who do you want to start with?
I want to start with Tennessee.
Okay, yeah, Tennessee. Again, I'll bring it back up. Chandler Jones is a scary man.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill will never forget the name Chandler Jones.
That's true.
He will see him every time he closes his eyes for a while. He was everywhere. No one on the Titans looked good last week. If I felt like doing this, I don't. But if I did, I could probably have 10 plays from the first half of this game where Derrick Henry got blown up in the backfield or was able to gain 1 yard on a run. Like, this Cardinals defense played very well. Derrick Henry was able to get some yardage in the second half. He ended the day with 17 carries for 58 yards, a long of 19 yards. It was just a bad game. You just have to write this game off for the Titans.
Yeah.
I'm fine playing Tannehill this week. You're obviously playing Derrick Henry every week. A.J. Brown, he caught that touchdown. Was a great catch. Great throw from Ryan Tannehill late in the game. He saw 8 targets. Julio saw 6 targets in this game, and I am willing to play Julio still as a low-end wide receiver 2 flex play. He some of the throws were just really close. He was close to a touchdown catch. It was a really tough catch. He could have maybe made it, but that was just a tough break. I think this whole game, you just have to throw out. A.J. Brown's a high-end wide receiver 2. Like I said, Julio Jones, low-end wide receiver 2 flex play. I'm playing both of them.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm definitely playing. Well, I have to, unfortunately, in my redraft league because I have Henry, Brown, and Tannehill. And that was, yeah, I didn't even realize that, but I do. And so last week was really bad for me.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it more than
How did I not realize that?
I don't know. I don't know how you didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea, and then this week showed me otherwise.
No. Seattle's a real easy team. Russell Wilson looked great last week.
Tyler Lockett looked great last week.
Oh, God. He did.
Metcalf.
He only saw 5 targets in this. I mean, both of them only saw 5 targets in this game. Tyler Lockett caught 4 of those for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. DK Metcalf caught 4 of those 5 for 60 yards and a touchdown. DK Metcalf kind of didn't come on till the second half later in the game. You're playing both of them. I like them both. DK, wide receiver 1. Tyler Lockett, high-end wide receiver 2 in this game. Chris Carson looked good in this game. 16 carries, 91 yards. Didn't hit the end zone on the ground. He did see 3 targets, caught all of them for 26 yards. And Penny is not going to be on the field. He re-aggravated an injury, so he's going to be rehabbing for a few weeks.
Out of the league.
Probably.
He's done. He gone.
Yep, so you're starting all 4 of those guys. Shout out Will Disley. Had a great stiff arm in this game. Just a great stiff arm in this game. Gerald Everett looked really good in this game.
Yeah.
But he caught all 2 of his targets for 20 yards. He got the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Throw him the ball more. He could be an actual threat in this offense, much more than Will Disley. I hope they get Gerald Everett involved more. Right now, deep leagues, you can keep rostering him. Dynasty leagues, you definitely keep rostering him. Most normal redraft leagues, you don't have to keep him on your team.
Anything else?
No.
Probably one of the bigger games this week. Kansas City, Baltimore.
Yeah, both of these are pretty easy since Ravens actually. Let me check how they're doing right now. I know Taysom Hill had a good run earlier.
Well, yeah, it's currently on a commercial.
Okay, yeah, well, you're playing Lamar.
Yeah,
because you're pretty much playing Lamar every week.
Hollywood Brown's not looked too terrible so far in this game, though.
Yeah, he's seen 5 targets, caught all of them for 55 yards and a touchdown. You can throw him out there. Andrews, you can always throw out there because he's a tight end. He hasn't been playing well so far. It is the beginning of the fourth quarter. I almost said fourth period. It is not middle school. Yeah, I can't give you any advice on these running backs right now. Taysom Hill has looked the best. He has a long of 35 yards. Latavius Murray's looked not good. 5 carries for 10 yards.
I got to call you out, dude. It's not Taysom Hill.
Tyson Williams. Did I say Hill?
You did. Twice.
Sorry, Tyson.
Yeah.
You make good chicken, though.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, anyways.
That was a bad joke.
That was terrible.
That was awful.
Yeah, and that's in. So too bad. I'm with you. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with Baltimore.
I can't give you any advice right now on their running back group. So we'll move to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Really good. Tyreek Hill. Really, really good. Travis Kelce. Really, really good. You play all three of them every week. You never play another receiver for the Chiefs unless it's a Hail Mary play. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire you throw out there. He didn't get a ton done last week, but he didn't look bad. You kind of just need to, maybe a little bit more passing involvement. He did see the third most targets of anyone with 3.
Yeah, boy.
That's a lot. Caught all of them for 29 yards. He was not great on the ground, 14 carries for 43 yards. He just didn't hit the end zone. You still play him, though, as a high-end RB2. I still feel good there.
Sounds good. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Let's go to the Monday night game.
I do think the Chiefs kill the Ravens, though.
Ooh, bold take.
Actually, I missed that. What is their point? Kansas City 3-point favorites, 55.5 point over under. I'll take the Chiefs to cover, and I'll take the under on the points.
There you go. Sounds good. Monday night game.
Yeah.
Detroit at Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna be a bounce back week for Green Bay, it's gonna happen this week.
Oh, it's gonna be yeah.
I mean, Detroit looks awful.
You think they top San Francisco's 41 points?
Got to.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think they hit 41, but I think they hit 35.
Yeah,
Let's start with Detroit because I love
it'll
this.
Be quick.
I love this. So their top 3 receivers in this game were their tight end with 10 targets. That's fine. TJ Hawkinson's a very good tight end. Their second leading receiver was DeAndre Swift with 11 targets.
Yep.
And then Jamal Williams with 9 targets.
Backup running back.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have no one to throw the ball to.
Well, they cut
Everyone.
2 of them.
They cut all of them.
Yeah, and then you have
the rookie, Amon-Ra. He saw 4 targets, caught 2 of them for 23 yards.
Just nothing.
It's
bad.
Sorry, Carlos.
It's really bad.
But I mean, when they're seeing that receiving work, do you play both? Because DeAndre Swift was making me very nervous.
All the reports
were like, he's still like they don't know about his injury, and if he does play, he's going to be heavily limited.
Yeah, Jamal Williams is going to take the bulk.
Limited at all. He saw 19 touches in this game. Like, he was not limited. He saw more touches than Jamal Williams did.
Right.
Jamal Williams outplayed him on the ground, the receiving game. DeAndre Swift outplayed him. He got the receiving touchdown. Jamal Williams got the rushing touchdown. Packers have a good defense, but do you play both of them?
If you have to, I don't see why not.
I prefer Swift, but I think you could play. I think they're both flex plays, to be honest. TJ Hogginson, very good tight end play. Goff, he ended up with good stats, but that was a lot of garbage time. So he did throw the ball 57 times too. Not playing him. Packers side though. Rodgers, it's gonna be a monster week. Devontae Adams and Jeff Okudah, he's done for the season. I forget what the injury is, but he's out.
Maybe that's the Achilles injury that I was thinking of. It could be. Continue. I'll look it up.
Devontae Adams smash week. Aaron Jones, he's my monster running back pick of the week. And we did have a question about Robert Tanyan.
Yeah.
I think similar to the Titans, you just kind of have to throw last week out.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't see a lot of work in this game. It was, name one Packer who played good last week.
Waterboy?
Honestly, he probably did. I bet they were all dehydrated too. Like, I bet.
It is the Achilles injury. It's
Okay.
Jeff Okudah that I was thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, I bet the Waterboy wasn't even doing his job good. Yeah, it was just a brutal game. Robert Tanyan, he saw 4 targets. You can still play him at the tight end position.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a bounce back game for pretty much everyone on the Packers team. That's all I got to say.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Thank you for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel below. We also have a merch store we want you to check out with all new gear that we've got available. That'll be in the description. Also, if you want to see any past videos, you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.